Welcome to an example of finding the equation of a line from the graph, from the picture. So down here the words say the graph shows your distance in miles from the Quickie Mart in relation to the time in hours that you have been walking. Write an equation to model the situation where D is distance in miles, H is time in hours. Okay, so what are they talking about? They're saying that this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, but this is actually, up here, this is going to be distance, and this is going to be hours that you've walked. Okay, so, and we want an equation for that. Now this is a straight line, clearly, so the equation of a straight line, so straight line equation. Straight line equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope. So that's the form. Y equals mx plus b is the form of a linear equation. We call it a line equation. So that's y equals, and the slope, you might remember, is rise over run times x. And then what is the b? That is the y-intercept. So whenever you have a linear equation, like this one here, the m is always the slope, and the b is always the y-intercept. The form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. Now what do we mean by y-intercept? What is the y-intercept? It's right here. So this is the y-intercept. It's where the graph hits the y-axis, where the straight line hits the y-axis. So that part we've got, that's 4. Up there at positive 4, it hits the y-axis. Okay, now we need the rise and the run. How are we gonna find the rise and run? Well, if you look at this graph, take any 2 points you want. It doesn't really matter. Let me just take this point and this point. And what's the rise and run between those? Well, it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes up 4, that's the rise. And then goes over 1, 2, right? That goes from 0 to 2, so that's 2, and that's the run. So it goes up 4 over to rise over run. So we have y equals rise 4 over run 2, like that. And then we can reduce that fraction. That's just going to be 2x plus 4, right? 4 divided by 2 is just 2. So the slope is 2. The slope is rise over run is 4 divided by 2 is just 2. And that would have worked between any 2 points. Like I could have grabbed this point and this point. Any 2 points on the line. It would go up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2. Still 4 over 2. Or I could have done a bigger gap. It doesn't matter. I could have gone, say, from this point all the way to this point. This would be up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's up 8 over 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 divided by 4, that slope 8 divided by 4 would still be 2. So it doesn't matter. Pick any 2 points on the line you want. Between any 2 points, the graph has a slope, a rise over run of 2. It goes up twice as fast as it's going over. So there is the equation. Now the last thing is we got to change it back. They want D and H. Well, how do you know which one is which? Well, the distance is y, so that's your D right there. And the x is hours, that's your H. So it's D equals 2H plus 4. So that's the equation of that line from the graph, like that.